cops get too close to female inmates.
What are the strangest things ever recorded in women's prisons? How bizarre can it get? Get ready to be introduced to an entire secret world behind bars where scandals, bets, and forbidden love are all just the tip of the iceberg.
Bro, I can only imagine like what cops do like in prison, like with the inmates, because they feel like they can do so much, you know what I'm saying, outside of prison, you know what I'm saying, in the free world. So I'm just like picturing like this shit that they doing inside the jails, bro.
From erotic affairs and violent confrontations
bro,
to unexpected
what?
pregnancies, true stories like these prove that drama and danger lurk in life's dynamics within prison walls.
Nah.
The case of Gregory Rodriguez. Latasha Brown was arrested on a minor offense and soon found herself in a living nightmare. Prison guards turned predators. The very people who were to protect Latasha became her tormentors. Hers is a story of power, exploitation, and raw survival in a system designed to break spirits. Can you imagine that? Latasha, lonely and helpless, is noticed by a Swedish man guard who promises protection in return for sex. But he did not stop at just promises. He was manipulating her in his vicious system of depravity, offering protection and ensnarement in a sick game of control. There was no option for refusal. Any confrontation.
Like, bro, I'm telling y'all, bro, like, if you know cops, like, you know that they can get away with a lot of stuff, right? I've seen it. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, you know? You probably just turn a blind eye to it, but we've seen a lot of things, you know what I'm saying, with cops. So just imagine, like, the things, like, the inmates are, especially like the females, like just imagine the things the female inmates are going through, and then they have to stay there. They can't leave. They can't transfer prisons. They can't get out of prison. They have to do their time, and they got to be in there with some sick motherfuckers, bro. And it's just the sad reality of this shit, bro.
Meant even harsher revenge. To most, prison rape is nothing but a problem on TV, probably 1,000 miles away. But until June 14th, 2005, for Latasha, prison rape was one man sticking a nightstick into her vagina. Latasha and a few brave souls had decided to fight back when the odds were astronomically against them. They risked everything to expose the abuse. In a stunning development, a Guardian investigation revealed the extent of this misconduct. 1/3 of guards in multiple facilities had sexual abuse allegations. The scope of the rampant abuse remains mostly secret due to the paralyzing fear of reprisal. The story did not.
1/3, bro. That's wild.
Stop with Latasha. Other prisoners, such as Maria Sanchez, went through the same terror by being sexually abused by the guards. She lodged complaint after complaint, but to no avail. The guard was holding the ace card. The sheer imbalance in power within prisons makes the inmates so vulnerable and defenseless, in effect, to such predatory guards. Our next case is entirely different and jaw-dropping. Let's explore how feminine allure can make the guards break laws. Guard helps an inmate with 2 murder charges escape prison. The prison walls resounded with secrets of manipulation and forbidden desires, with none as heady as Sarah Penders. Her sentence was for a double murder, but she didn't sit and wait for it in prison. She concocted an audacious escape that would leave everyone gaping. But what could have been her weapon? A heady cocktail of seduction and intelligence that wove a prison guard into the web of lust and deceit. Sarah's aim was a correctional officer named Scott Spittler at Rockville.
Bro, I can't even lie. He looks like a creep, bro. He looks like a predator, bro. I can't even lie. Look at the mustache, bro.
Correctional facility. Their relationship innocently began, but spiraled pretty quickly into a torrid affair. With her magnetic allure, Sarah made Spittler feel like he was the center of her world. She turned each and every one of their interactions into instances of intimacy and manipulation. It was electric. Spittler surely couldn't resist her now. It was the most daring, and at the same time, the most erotic plan that Sarah had in store. Her extramarital affair gave her a way to win Spittler's trust and pull him deeper into her trap. Spittler was blinded by his passion for her and would go to any extent, even if it required risking his life. When he finds out about her escape plan, Sarah does not flinch. Instead, she seduced him with promises of even greater rewards, financial and sexual. Their secret liaisons became more and more intense as Sarah used every ounce of sexually.
Joe, what is this, a movie? Like, bro, this don't even seem like no documentary type. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, this seems like a movie. This doesn't seem real. You know, this doesn't seem real. This looks like some shit that you would see in a movie, bro. Like, this crazy.
Alluring elements in her being to keep Spittler enthralled.
Like, you know, bro, do you know, like, the amount of time, like, you could potentially do, like, as an officer trying to sneak someone out of jail? Just anybody, period. But, like, as an officer, it's like, there is no way you could ever become a cop again.
The day she broke free, she did so with precision and a great deal of sensual flair. She did slip out of her prison uniform, revealing underneath the civilian clothes a transformation symbolizing her shift from prisoner to artist of escape. As Spittler refueled the transport van at the prison's gas station, hidden under the seats, thumping heartbeats of her freedom. In a matter of minutes, they were out of the facility, leaving behind for the prison authorities a trail of scandal and humiliation. The fallout was instantaneous and explosive. Sarah turned into one of America's most wanted women. Her face was flashed across news bulletins nationwide. Spittler was arrested and later convicted for 7 years in prison. His career and reputation lay in tatters. The scandal exposed not only the flaws in the prison security system, but also the heady power of sexual manipulation. In this, Sarah's escape speaks to the splendor of seductive ability and the extent to which one can secure freedom. Her story, steeped in desire and deceit, thus becomes a sobering...
Okay, this is actually like a crazy-ass love story type of Romeo, Juliet type of Bonnie and Clyde type of, I don't know. It's some crazy freaky shit going on, chat. Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, if she is still, like, on the run, you know? If she is, bro, W's in the chat for Shawty. W's in the chat for Shawty if she is, because, hey, she pulled that motherfucker off. Hey, if she got away with this shit, she pulled that motherfucker off, bro. I can't even lie. She did her thing, bro. She did her
of how power relations can be manipulated in the most unlikely ways. It is not any crime and punishment tale, but one of seduction, manipulation, and the dark side of prison life, where desires and desperation often find each other. And if you thought Sarah's manipulation was the most astounding, wait until you hear about the next case, which quite literally took seduction.
Bro, they didn't even tell us like if she got caught or anything. So I'm just assuming she's still out there. That's fine. Hey, I don't wish prison on nobody, bro. I don't wish prison on nobody. She did what she had to do to get out.
The world of women's prisons holds even more awful secrets. Desiree Hancock. Desiree Hancock's life in prison was marked by scandal and as many as several love affairs. She had a bit of edge and was somewhat of a tomboy who figured out how to make a name for herself inside by taking on as many sexual partners as possible. This would always feed into acts of jealousy and heaps of drama, creating a charged atmosphere within those prison walls. Desiree was an unfaithful prisoner. She was dating several women.
Stop smashing Amazon's buy button and start getting Amazon to pay you instead, but not by
and simultaneously because she was a cheater. This situation once in a while created pretty serious conflicts between the girls. Once, Desiree got caught with two different women on the same day. It turned out to be brutal. The three ladies had a fight in the prison yard. It was so fierce that all three were sent to the hole. In another case, Desiree was dating an inmate named Lisa.
I was finna say something crazy, but I had to check myself. Chat. I was finna say something extremely crazy that could potentially ruin my career in the future if I would have said it on cam. So I ain't finna say nothing.
To have a hot temper. When Lisa discovered that Desiree was also seeing a girl named Maria, she confronted Desiree one day in the common room. The situation escalated to a physical level, which other inmates had to break up. This incident goes to show just how intense emotions were and how explosive prison relationships could be. Prison life can make a person two-faced and manipulative. For example, it happened to Desiree when she became too close to an inmate named Rachel. Rachel acts as if she is Desiree's friend. However, she plots against her because she is really jealous of Desiree. She started telling many inmates that Desiree was a snitch on them, telling on them to the guards. This betrayal made many of her former friends and allies turn their backs on Desiree, evidence of the dog-eat-dog world of prison life. For most women in prison, same-sex relationships are a means of comfort. However, Desiree used these relationships as a way of manipulating and dominating others around her. This atmosphere of mistrust and rivalry made the prison a hotbed of sexual frenzy and emotional turmoil. Desiree also maintained
just imagine all those women in there, bro. Like, bro, we all know how women are, bro. We all know how women are, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just the amount of arguments that's probably going on in there, bro. The amount of arguments that's going on in there, and they have to be around each other 24/7, all day, all night, bro. It's probably nothing but fights, arguments, this and that, all type of shit. Oh my God, it's probably loud as fuck in there, bro.
A non-romantic but intense friendship with Sarah, Pender, one of the most cunning prisoners. This friendship was rooted in mutual respect and shared understanding of prison life. Even though manipulative, Sarah found a very strong ally in Desiree, an example of how complicated the prison's social network really was. Desiree's story is one of passion and betrayal. Our next case, that of Kimberly Hackaday, actually exposed another scandal which shook the entire prison system to its core. Kimberly Hackaday. Kimberly Hackaday's case is probably one of the most astounding throughout the history of prison-related scandals. This Floridian has been in and out of prison a number of times for crimes ranging from everything imaginable, but it is her 2013 stint at Lowell Correctional Institution that gained her the most attention. On her way to prison for theft charges, Kimberly was already pregnant and eventually gave birth to her son behind bars. By the time she was released in 2014, Kimberly found herself in a shocking situation. Pregnant again, this time with no idea who the father could be. Since it was rather obvious that she had become pregnant while still in prison, the pregnancy stirred a huge scandal. The drama further heightened when Kimberly named a prison guard as the father. Things took another turn when she admitted to having relations with 3 guards while in prison. She claimed that those guards would usually bribe her with cigarettes and other substances that were prohibited in exchange for favors that were of the sexual kind. This situation gave a glimpse into power dynamics, abuse, and exploitation attributed to the prison setting. Kimberly's case soon turned into a guessing game, bordering on scandal. She accused one of the guards of being the father, largely because the baby resembled him, but his paternity test came back negative, ruling him out and leaving only 2 other guards as candidates. It was just that uncertainty that created such audacity until now, keeping everybody on edge.
This shit actually wild as fuck, bro. Because, like, how many motherfuckers was you? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many motherfuckers was you? That's actually crazy. That's actually crazy. Like, the fact that it was like 3 different men that had to run tests on just to see. It was like, good God. Like, she was doing her thing up in there, bro.
Adding to this already sordid tale, this scandal did not end there. Her frequent entanglements with the law system and scorched pregnancies brought her again into the limelight when she was sent back to prison for committing another offense. Her unruly life and the never-ending saga of her pregnancies classified her as an unfit mother by the authorities. Shockingly, Kimberly had to give her child to adoption, a development which added another tragedy and scandal to her already infamous story. The story of Kimberly Hackaday is a candid and ruthless expose of life behind bars.
That's wild. Chat, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys so much. You know what I'm saying? Griff PA Gang, we got this. Get that thing.